It's an automatic thing. Okay, let's work it. Cool. I think it worked.
Yeah, it's not showing up in my thing here. Let's see. It's not. Oh, there it is. No, it shows up in Amical Witch. It doesn't show up from the other one.
What's going on over there?
We have one person.
Hey, Shannon. I just got deja vu. Give me just a second, Shannon. I'm sharing out here. I'm missing something. Oh.
What kind of reading do you want, sweetheart?
Light workers.
Ooh, past life. Hey, Karen Knutson. Ugh. So you're gonna do the voodoo, and she wants past life. So you want me to start a reading right now?
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute for me to share out here.
All right, Shannon. Let's see what we got cooking for you, my friend. There's weird energy everywhere, sweetheart. Weird energy everywhere. Trust and believe there's weird energy everywhere. What do you say, Cam?
It's been a clusterfuck.
That's putting it mildly and nice. You know what? I'm going to use different cards. I'm feeling different cards. I'm feeling different cards. I don't know why. I'm just feeling different cards. I do not know why, but all your cards are coming up upside down. I'm gonna reshuffle because they should not all be upside down. I don't understand this. I'm having one of those nights. Hey Tracy. Well, I'm coming up with you really need to be cautious of your money. Don't spend it frivolously. Just hold it to your vest. Are you in a relationship by chance? Okay. There might be some stuff because of the weird energy going on, but that's going to dissipate and it's going to be better. You have a really really good outlook on life, but you feel like everything's being thrown at you left and right now, and you're just kind of just stuck in your stuff. It's like, God, is this ever going to end? Um, you got there's a lot of positive coming your way. It's just going to take its time. Um, it's like you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting because you just don't know when this is coming. And, it's like things have been weighing you down so much that you're just like, come on, come on, come on. I do see a positive light coming. And I'm feeling like it's going to be like, once all this ends, you're going to be like, thank God, why was I going through all this? And it's part of your spiritual growth right now. You need to just ride the wave in and just breathe. To do a lot of meditating and a lot of breathing, because with this energy being the way it is, it's just too much. But everybody's feeling like this. Everybody. I just pulled another card again, and just be cautious with your money, Shannon. Be cautious with your money. Right. I'm feeling. You're expecting like your tax money or something to take care of some bills? Or you're expecting more money than that, but that money is going to come, but it's not going to come when you think it's coming. So that's why it's saying, hang on, just hold on to your money right now, and just be very, very cautious, because it's the money that you're waiting on isn't going to come in as you expected it to right away. You got some of it, okay? Yeah, just the rest of it's not going to come when you expect it to, because there's going to be like a little delay to it. So be careful with your money when you're spending it, because you might have an unexpected bill or something. So just, but all this ick is going to go away. And things with your relationship is going to get stronger, and everything's going to work out for you. You just got to breathe through this because it's just too much right now for everyone. But it's really hitting you hard.
I'm trying to pinpoint. Hold on.
You're pinpointing.
It's coming in weird. Okay, let me ask you something, Shannon. Like the Mediterranean area, I'm getting really strong in that area, and I'm you're cross cultured, and this is what I don't really get. So I get Egyptian female right around 1140 AD-ish, somewhere right around in there. But it also feels like you've got, okay, so you're a healer. You work with energies, but you had Egyptian, but you also had like Indian, like as in India. And I'm not sure why that's pulling in that way. It's like you've got cross flares between the both of them. So you were like, okay, so what I'm kind of getting here is your main stuff was Egyptian, but you did get the India flare, you did get some of the Asian, like acupuncture, acupressure. You are big into healing. Give me just a second, because I don't normally get cross cultures like this. Part of your gifts that you even have now is kind of from this time as well, because it feels a lot. Can you do Reiki? You should try like Reiki and stuff like that, because you can do a lot of that really well. Because I feel like that you could like sense disturbances like in people's energy fields, and you were able to help with, I'm not so sure with acupuncture, but it's like you used all the herbs and stuff like that. This was all, it's really weird because it's like half mystical and half not. You relied a lot on energies. This was around the time. This was like huge because you did a lot of this. It's like you were a doctor. Only, I guess it would have been mystical back then, right?
Yeah.
At that time. Because they weren't like, yeah. So I guess that kind of does make sense. So it feels like you were a doctor, but not so much like,
Not an MD.
yeah, because they didn't have them there.
Right. Oops.
But your basis for everything was Egyptian. So a lot of your stuff was in there. Whoever the Egyptian, who's the Egyptian god of medicine? Now I'm gonna find it. It bugs me if I don't know the names of them.
Bugs you if you don't know the names of the gods.
Well, they have 8 billion.
True.
I think it was that one. Emotep. That's the one. Also called the White Gods, the god of medicine and healing. So you were very, very big into that. That you did also pull the India stuff in with it. So you did cross culture as far as Emotep and the India. You like did all this. You combine gods and stuff like that, but you were very, very successful in what you did. A lot of people that came over, especially with the trade routes and stuff like that, you were able, because it feels like you're right on the Mediterranean, like right there. And it just felt like you just healed everybody. It's like if somebody was sick on the ship or whatever, you do that. You'd walk around and you'd help people that maybe didn't have a lot of money or socially disabled or socially not as well adapted. It's like you tried to help everybody. See, just like now, family was really big to you back then as well. So you had like a big family. You, I think, had two. She's shown me two girls. And you kind of pass this knowledge on down to them. So this was a whole family thing. I would have said you would probably be middle class. You eventually got the attention of like the really wealthy and stuff like that. So you would have helped work on, I would even say you went as far as like, I don't know if you'd have went all the way Pharaoh, but you would have went up there. Because it feels like you were at court a lot. It feels like you were in temples a lot. It's like you're just the roaming MD. That was the big thing, but you were very, very adept at it, and you could really get in and figure out how to really help people. And that's a lot of where this comes into play, even in your current life now, is you try to help everybody. You don't like to see anybody hurt. You had very, very much so empathic abilities then, you do now. You were just like the all-in-one. You were the mom, you were, the whole, you had like your own practice per se. No, you were somebody from India. You partnered with them, kind of, or you two had like that's where you got some of that knowledge from, like India and stuff like that, because they would come over or you would go over there, they would come over there, that you would spend like weeks and weeks together exchanging notes. And so you kind of brought the whole standard up. Does that make sense? Because once you get really enthralled with something and once you have a passion for something, you really, really go for it. A lot of your ancestral energy that you have right now is from some of this Egyptian. Okay, I really feel like a lot of this energy is Egyptian because you had more than one lifetime there. Emotep, I want you to look that up and just look at it and see if that kind of rings bells, because I think that kind of will for you. I don't know why they brought me back this far from you, for you though. Normally I just go where my guide takes me to go. It really feels like after that is when you really start. Yeah, here, I'll type it in here. There you go. Yeah, because you use crystals. Because I'm seeing like everything that you did was like crystals and like incenses and all this stuff. So I guess it was somewhat a little bit on the magical side or something like that. But you were definitely a huge, huge healer. And a lot of this and a lot of your ancestral energy comes from Egypt. So like I said, you have more than one lifetime there. Um, some of your stuff was written in hieroglyphics on the walls because that she keeps showing me on the walls some of the stuff that you did or the rituals or whatever. You didn't get really into like the whole, with the mummifications and stuff like that, how they used magic rituals. You didn't so much do that. You were more into the practical healing end of it. This was an era when it was going out of that because India was all about like really healing and not doing so much spell work and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of where you get it. So that's what I get for you. You're like incredible. And
that's a great reading.
You're very, very good at that.
I need Shannon right about now.
Emotep.
Huh?
Emotep.
So I have a new friend for Wendy.
Uh-oh.
Look it. You mean when you touch it?
That's all she needs is something that makes noise.
See, Wendy? It's a little chicken. It's just chirping for you. You don't think that's cute? My little chicky chick.
It's too. Oh, now I can see it.
The little chicken.
A chicken.
Little chicken. Says hi, Cambo. Is it? I thought you might get a kick out of it. I know Wendy appreciates it.
Let's see.
We got Simone up.
Simone. Yes.
And I'm feeling somebody around Simone since I wrote her name down.
What kind of reading did she want?
I don't know. Simone, what kind of reading you want, sweetheart?
You're welcome, Shannon.
You're welcome, Shannon. See, I knew Wendy would love the chickie.
next 2 months. Okay. Just a second. I don't do health ones, Simone. Sorry about that. I do just about everything but like health and pregnancies are the only two that I don't really get into. If anything leans toward that area, I'll tell you though.
I'm hold a ball and get some energy flowing. I can do that. Still trying to think of a name for her.
First things first here. So things are, if things have been like a little bit on the slow side, things are going to start speeding up for you. So when I do the readings normally anyway, they're normally like 3 months up. So I'm kind of looking at that. But first things first, when I pull those, because I kind of get them out of the way, I do get somebody who's past that's around you. It's got like a lot of feminine energy around it, very mother figure-ish. Doesn't necessarily mean female, but they've got that nurturing quality about them.
Cambo, look what I wrote down before you even.
Oh, nice. She's ultra protective over you. There goes batshit crazy around you. I'm going to say mother, grandmother. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's like mother, grandmother, something, because it feels like they've got empathic abilities like you do, and it feels like it's generational. And it really feels like they're going to be, like they are a guide for you, and they're going to continue to be a guide for you. So now I kind of got that out of the way. This next few months are going to be a little bit, it's not going to be bad, so don't think it's going to be bad. There's going to be a lot of shift. And it's going to be a lot of like toxic energies moving out, positive energies kind of moving in. What you have been doing right now seems like really good, because you do get my 6 of Wands coming in. So 6 of Wands is a victory. Just so your decisions and stuff like that moving forward are kind of in the whole victory thing. So you're really on point with that. Are you in a relationship, by the way, my dear? Okay. Perfect. Because I did get your Knight of Swords coming in. which would be who you're with, because that is covered with the Lover's card. So where that falls in the spread too is just saying that everything's going to get more. You're going to get everything's going to get better. Not that it's bad now. It's just going to increasingly get better because it really feels like you two are really meshing. The only thing I see that's coming up for you that's going to kind of be a bump in the road is you tend to get tired because you give out way too much energy. Like a lot, way too much energy. Okay? You need to start putting this energy back into you. Okay? Probably within the next month and a half, you're going to get your judgment card coming in, which is the aha moment. You're going to start, things are going to start to make sense. Speed's going to pick up a little bit more. Things are going to start going faster for you a little bit more. You're going to start getting temperance back in, which is my harmony. So you're well on the way of starting to move forward. But it's like I said, some of this toxic energy that you're releasing is going to be kind of like shadow work. Oh, here's Divine Lynn, intuitive, is a fraud, so we're going to block her. There we go. I love this program sometimes. But like I said, it just feels like you might have some stuff coming up from the past. Okay, it isn't going to be heavy shadow work. It is going to be some shadow work. But this is just preparing you for the new stuff that's coming up. Okay, make sure your morals, your values, and your boundaries all resonate 100% within you. Make sure you're putting your energy back into yourself. Okay, and not so much look at your own path rather than everybody else's. I know that's kind of hard for you because you tend to do that. But you have to understand that you need to come first now. Okay, and that's being selfish in a positive way. It's not like you're being selfish about it, because you're not. You're anything but selfish that way. Yeah, because you tend to put out other people's fires too. You just like you don't have to do this, my dear. You don't. This is going to be really good because there is new spiritual path coming up for you. Probably at the tail end of this 3 months, you're going to get like this ginormous shift to where everything's going to start coming back in. They're going to, your gifts are going to like amplify. And whoever this is that's around you is going to be helping you out a lot with this. Okay, and I do see somebody else on the outside of your auric field. I don't know who this is, but it feels like it's a guide. When the time's right, they're going to be stepping in. And I think this is when your gifts start amplifying out. You're going to really start to feel this energy, and it's going to feel familiar to you, and that's fine. Okay? But I really feel like you're going to be getting another guide as well. Okay?
Simone, my love, the spirit was showing me a field of flowers, wildflowers, in a lake with lily pads. I don't know if that resonates with you. A lot of times spirits show me things that meant a lot to them or what they enjoyed. So, very classy lady. Very. She was always dressed. You very rarely saw her in sweats or jeans or anything. She was always dressed nicely. And she had a very distinctive perfume that she wore. That was like her signature smell. I don't know if this is resonating with you at all. Your mother-in-law, very very classy lady. Um, she wants you to release the negativity that's around you. You have a lot of negative stuff going on, and she wants you to get rid of it all. She wants you to just get rid of it all. Um, she wants you to stand strong. You've been kind of doubting yourself, and you need to stand strong. And she wants you to start taking better care of yourself. She's really concerned about your nutrition for some reason. Um, she's also saying, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Everything's going to work out. Don't be afraid. She keeps repeating that. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Um, she says everything is going to be the way it's supposed to be. And she doesn't want you to waste moments on being fearful. I'm thinking it is because she's saying something about she's saying, despite your differences with my son at times, you were the best choice he could have ever made. And she was very proud that you were her daughter-in-law. She says that you two didn't always see eye to eye, but she had the most utmost respect, admiration, and love for you. And that's why she's with you more than her son, because she knows that you can actually feel her, even though you don't acknowledge it. She knows you can feel her, and that um, oh, honey, she knows that. She knows that, sweetheart. She knows. She knows that. But she stays with you more so than her son, because she knows that you can pick up on her, and that you know that she's there. But sometimes you think, oh no, that can't be her. But she's there. She's hidden a few things. No, she said, don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. She said, don't feel guilty about that, because even though you didn't see eye to eye, she had the most respect and love for you. She said to tell you that sometimes she was difficult, and she's a difficult, because she wanted to keep you on your toes and to see how you would respond in regards to her sometimes being a little absurd in some cases. One of the things she respects most about you is you stood true to yourself. You always stood true to yourself, and you didn't waver from what you believed in. She says to tell you that she does love you, and she will continue to walk with you and guide you, because she's, like Cambo said, she's very protective of you. She's very protective of you. Oh, like she'll hide your keys, or she'll hide a remote, or she'll hide paperwork, and you'll just find them in really bizarre places, and you're like, how did that happen? Where did that, why is that over here? I know I put it over here, but why is it here? She's just moving little things to let herself be known. But she wants you to know that she is proud of you, and she's very happy you're with her son, and she's there. And she said you can talk to her anytime and she'll hear you. So I hope that helped you and resonated. Mother-in-law was giving me the chills. You won't get any action on this chat, Wendy. What kind of action are you looking for? Let me see. She said, honey, you already know. Give him a big hug and a kiss on the cheek and tell him Mama loves him. You're welcome, love. You're welcome.
Amy. It's Miss Amy.
Amy's in the house?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's nice.
What kind of reading would you like, Miss Amy? What I'm drawn to, what do you mean? General.
Oh, Grandpa's around.
There's somebody else around too, and I don't know who this is. You got a new guide coming in, Amy. Which only usually means one thing when the new guides come in.
I know, it's crazy, Wendy. It's like fog.
That means that your gifts are going to start exploding and you need a new guide to come in to help you with it. So they're just like right on the edge there. I can kind of see them, kind of not. I don't know where, but they're going to be coming in. But not until you're ready for it. See, your Wheel of Fortune's already starting to turn in your favor. So things are going to start moving forward. Okay? This almost feels no. Quit having arguments in your own mind. Okay, so this is just coming from my guide. She tells me that you like put yourself down and then put yourself up and then put yourself down and put yourself up. Which I'll say is better than it was because you were continually putting yourself down. So at least now you are starting to put yourself up. Okay. So now we got to continue that trend because everything's starting to come in balance. You get the 6 of coins. Okay. Well, I'm still pulling cards. Okay, the thing is, don't beat yourself up because it's pulling some of the relationship stuff in still. And it's like, it feels like you're beating yourself up a little bit because of that. Understand that a lot, you aren't broken, they are. That just came right from my guide. You're not the one broken, they are. Okay, so don't beat yourself up. Because there's one here that I'm getting that couldn't commit. The other one was emotional manipulation, sneaky. And the whole thing is you deserve so much better and you will get it. That's the thing. You will get it, but it's just not quite time yet. Here within probably the next 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to get the Judgment card coming in. That's your big aha moment. Things are going to start to make sense. Your 9 of coins is starting to develop in, which is awesome. Okay, because that's like independence, your cozy spot, your sanctuary spot. You're starting to really develop into that mode. So this is really, really good for you. I get you're tired right now just because you don't feel like you're moving forward, but you are. That's the thing. The universe had to put stuff into motion for you. So it kind of had to shift focus onto putting what needs to happen into motion. Because you manifested for stuff, my dear. So you put that order out there. So the universe is kind of putting it into play. Okay. Get out of the black and white thinking. Remember, it's not all or nothing. Okay. It's not all 100% victory or 100% failure. There is no absolute black and white. So just change one little perception at a time. Okay. That's going to do wonders for you. I'm going to Hold on, I'm going to look at one other thing here real quick. I want you to take some time, Amy, and really look at what you've done over this since I've known you. I really want you to take a look at that and see. Okay, because it feels like you're stuck, but you're not. You've been moving forward, but it's slower than what you wanted. This is kind of a patience thing for you right now, but understand that you have been making like huge progress forward, like ginormous. So each little baby step is a huge deal, and you have to give yourself credit for that. And you're making it look like it's no big deal, and it is a big deal because you're getting through a lot of this stuff. And once you go through that, you're not going to have to repeat it again, unless you want to repeat it again, which I don't think you do. But you just need to take one baby step at a time, okay? Because you got the death card coming in, but it's reversed. So that's the death of something old, the birth of something new, but it's like a resistance to change. New is always scary, regardless of if it's positive or negative. New is scary. So that's why I think that the universe is moving you forward slowly, so it doesn't, like, you don't freak out. If you don't journal, I would start journaling, and you don't have to journal a ton, but just so you know, just so you know where you've been, so you can remind yourself kind of where you've been and where you are right now, because you've come a long ways, hon. You really, really have. I mean, you were doing mediumship when you didn't even know you could, so you're coming really, really along. And we're still gonna do those practice sessions and stuff. So I want you to stay in the present moment. There. There, I took care of him. Sorry, I wasn't watching. He's blocked. So you're doing really good.
You know, when you said that, Grandpa was screaming in my head, and I wrote this down. So, Amy, as you know, your grandfather always has a lot to say. So as Cambo was doing the reading, he was giving me things that he wants you to know. The big thing, he says, is thank you for keeping his memory alive in such a positive light with the way that you do it. Because you just do it with such love and you keep his memory alive. And he's just in awe of how you do that. He said not everybody does that, but you do. He's like, thank God she's starting to listen. She's not quite there yet, but she's starting to listen. He knows that, sweetheart, but as you know, he's right there with you. He's right there with you every step of the way. He said he's so happy that you're working on yourself and you're starting to take this seriously. He says there's some things that you need to let go of, that you need to let go of and heal from. That you're not ready to do that, but you need to do that. And one of the big things he's saying is believe in Amy. Believe in you, honey. He wants you to believe in you. Um, yeah, he said he didn't want to bring that up because he's trying to focus on you and uplifting you as far as what you need to know in regards to. But he's like, yes, grandma will be coming home. He says she's the love of my life, and we will be holding hands again. And he wants you to rejoice in the love that she gave you, the love you shared with her, and to celebrate her like you celebrate him. He says she will. Yeah, you are. That's why your grandfather loves you so much. He's saying there's something else that you want to say to her, but you weren't sure if you should or not. And he said it's okay that you should say it to her. Um, he says grandma and grandpa are going to be right there walking with you, sweetheart. And you know what? He's saying something else that's in your heart. Something else that's in your heart that you wanted to say, but you weren't sure if you should say it or not. It's not anything bad. It's just yeah. I was just gonna say that she's the one that's standing behind the veil because she's gonna be your guide because she's gonna be with grandpa and I'm getting the chills bad. Um she's gonna be there, honey. She's gonna be there and grandpa's there. And he said now you're in for double trouble. You're in for double trouble because they're gonna be right there with you. Yeah, it's gonna be double trouble. Um he said that you're starting to open yourself up enough that you're starting to hear him a little bit, but you're not sure. So you're really not embracing it. Yeah, she does, honey. Even though she can't speak it or anything else, she knows, and she knows you're there. He says you're far from that. He says you're far from that. And trust me, I hear him, especially when he's screaming, I'm so proud of her. He says, you need to start trusting yourself and stop thinking it's not him when it is. He said you need to start trusting yourself. So he says he loves you. He says, I love you, kiddo. and he will be talking to you. They don't always use their voice. He's okay. He just said when you're feeling down and out, and all of a sudden you have this calm warmth come over you, and he says, "You know what he's talking about? That is him." So you do feel his warmth, but you're not acknowledging that that's him. He wants you to acknowledge it, and he wants you to just know he's there. He wants you to know he's there. He said, he'll try talking to you again when the time is coming near. But if you are not there, it's okay because she knows you're there. He says, "No, that's not it. That's not it because your family is going to grow and grow and grow, and you're going to be like, whoa, how did that happen?" He said he wants you to remember all the love, the morals, and everything else positive that your grandparents gave to you. And he says, "You're going to be okay." He says, "You're going to be okay." He wants you to just get where you need to be. And he does. This was one thing I forgot to tell you. This was a big one that he had me do. I put 2 star. So yeah, when they're talking to me, I write this stuff down. So one of the big things that he wants is for you not to look backwards. Do not fall back. Do not fall backwards. Do not feel like you're missing something that you let go of that was negative because you don't feel you deserve the positive that's coming because you deserve it. So he says he wants you to just leave all that crap right where it is. He says, "Thank you. Thank you." And he said he wants you to keep going forward. He said he knows you can do it. And he is so proud of you. So proud of you. That's why he had me write it down in big words. He said, "Write it bigger." I think she got the point. But no, he's very proud of you, sweetheart. And he knows that. And he says, "You're not trying, you're doing. And you're going to keep doing." So he says he loves you. Grandpa always has a lot to say, Cambo.
Mm-hmm.
Carve it in a truck. Yes. And he gives me goosebumps every time he channels for me. Cool dude. Just a cool dude. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, he was. He, Oh, grandma? No, grandma. Grandma's gonna be good. Grandma has a love for you that you just don't understand. Eh. Oh, she wasn't happy with you carving the name in the. Yeah, I can imagine. Yes, and it is priceless because, Amy, you are priceless, and you have to embrace that. You are priceless. No, yeah, Grandpa's awesome. I wish my grandpa was like that. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad I helped you, sweetheart. Just keep doing what you're doing. Grandpa's very happy, very proud.
Yes, she is.
You know what? Hold
Oh,
up. Hold up. She
oh
says
dear.
that. I had written down a friend that passed, and I was feeling like, oh, grandma. I wrote down a friend that passed, Amy, and I wrote it right there at the bottom. Uh, AJ, again, AJ, yep, because he's there too, and he's rooting for you 150%. 150%. He's very proud of you also. He said, "Thank God you got rid of that loser." Um, yeah. Come on, AJ. Come on. Come on. He's just happy you got rid of that loser. He is so happy you got rid of that loser. That's what he's saying. Um, he wants you to keep working on you. He's healing ATM. I don't know what that means. But AJ did cross over, by the way. He says he crossed over, and he does come back and he checks on you and he's watching you closely. And he just said, "Sorry, honey. No losers are coming towards you. And when the right guy comes, you will know it because he will make sure that you know it." He said, "Sweetheart, I will be always waiting for you, but that's going to be a very, 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 very long time." Oh, absolutely. He agrees 100%. But he does say that you will meet somebody, as he's putting it, that will rock your world. And he's not talking sexually, he's talking in every aspect of a relationship.
So,
Oh, it's gonna be a long, long time, honey.
how would you guys like to do a meditation?
Ooh.
Miss Michelle Clausen has offered to come on and do a meditation for us.
That would be awesome.
Let me do this overture. And donations are still open, though.
Yes. We got 2 spots left, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Linda, that was horrible.
That's too funny. Amy, do you pronounce your middle name Jolie? Okay. Joelle, okay.
Joelle.
Oh, Joelle. Joelle. It's pretty. I was just gonna say if it's Jolie, it was a different spelling than my cousin's name. Her name's Jolie. I always like to see unique, different spellings of names. Just a baby.
Baby girl.
Is that the mama?
This is Mama.
Hi, mama.
If I can do this. Her baby was bigger than she was.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I know.
She's 100% Dachshund, right?
Yeah, she's a mini dachshund.
And what's he mixed with?
A Morkie.
A Yorkie?
A Morkie.
What's
Maltese Yorkie mix.
Oh.
And there she is.
The beautiful Michelle. How are you?
I can't hear you, hon. It's being difficult. Mm-mm.
No.
No can hear.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to change the settings on this. That's so silly. Okay. How are you now that you can hear me?
Yay.
Welcome, beautiful Michelle.
Hey, thank you. I thought it would be good to do a meditation just to help everybody with the energies that have been going on, especially from that moon. Oof.
That was evil.
Yeah, that was quite brutal for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people in tears and such. So if people are open to it, and I know Karen, you hit me up one day and I couldn't do it. So I thought this would be an opportunity.
Awesome.
All right. And Cambo, I donated, by the way.
I know. Then you'll get your
Another past life.
She loves doing this to me.
I do, because I like to see like you're like, what the heck, and what's going on?
You're like all over the charts.
I
You're
know.
just the most unusual. I would have to say one of the most unusual places because you just pop in somewhere that's like clear. Makes no sense to me.
That's why I do it to you. I do it
I
on
know.
purpose.
And by the way, Michelle, I love your hair color.
Oh, thanks. It's so white. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Is that all natural?
So the white is, and then grow out is, I probably have this much grow out left, but I just kind of darkened it a little bit more because I was getting a little too pale. Like, I'm in my 50s and I was just feeling just a little too pale, so I needed just a little pop. So I just added a couple streaks to it. But the white is me, all white.
I'm that way too, but of course I hide it.
Plus, I got tired of doing my hair like every 2.5 weeks because my hair would go really fast.
Yes.
And that gets expensive. I don't know, $100 a pop every 2.5 weeks. So, anyhow, I just said, just let it go. Just let it go and do whatever else you want to it. So I did.
Well, you're rocking it.
Thank you. All right. Is everybody up for a meditation?
Yes.
Let me see if I can see the chat. Can I even see the chat comments? Oh yeah, I can. Cool. But you can't, I'm on the phone, but you can't see the screen at the same time.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That...
You just had somebody that donated, so I'll wait.
Okay.
Hey, Katie.
But I can hold some energy in the meantime, though.
Alrighty. All right, Miss Katie. Thank you for that donation. And Miss Katie, what kind of reading did you want?
Friday night water. Woo!
Friday night water. How many proof?
100 proof.
100 proof.
100 proof. See, you got your water too. Well done, Cambo. Well done.
Okay, so you want to see if you'll be able to meet someone. Share true love. Okay, let me. Yeah.
Aw. Her second thing was, I feel like there won't be anyone better for me than Jordan, but he doesn't want me. It's heartbreaking.
Oh, wow.
What is up with these men?
I know, right?
Breaking women's hearts left, right, and center. And women.
Well, you have love everywhere, Michelle. Every time I give you a card reading.
Yeah, you're beating them off with a stick over there.
Sorry. It's just, I don't know.
You just got it going on, girl.
No.
Okay, I'm just looking. Here's the thing: you will be able to get a relationship that you want, but the thing is, until you have that relationship with yourself, it's not going to be able to come in. Number one, you're very, very empathic. You can pick up on other people's emotions and that sort of thing. That's one of your gifts that you have, and you are very, very empathic. But for some reason, you're allowing other people to somewhat have control of you, over you. Because I get my King of Coins reversed around you, so it feels like you have to understand that this person, Jordan, whoever, this really feels like it was a stepping stone relationship. You have to remember, like vibration will pull in like vibration. So you need to get some time for yourself, because if you don't bring up your vibrational level, you're going to pull in the same type of people over and over and over and over. You want somebody, obviously there was something not right between you and Jordan. Okay, that's not your fault, that's not his fault, that's just, it didn't work. Okay, so rather than take it personally and thinking that he's the only one out there, I know it feels that way right now, but until you get that personal relationship with yourself and raise your vibrational level up, so like vibration can pull in like vibration, and you pull in somebody who truly is into you like you are into them, it's just going to loop. And you got to break that cycle. Because if you don't break that cycle, like I said, it just goes round and around and around. You're thinking very black and white right now. That's the other thing, is you need to step outside the black and white thinking. It's going to be very, very important to you, for you, that you don't hold Jordan as a standard. You hold somebody that comes into your life as an individual, as a new person. You never make the person in front of you pay for the sins of the people behind you. Okay? Because they're going to be two separate people. You can't hold them to the same standards. You can't do any of that. You've got to be true to yourself and get yourself going before any of this is going to be able to work. So you got to remain really focused. I wouldn't even worry about a relationship right now. Personally, just being 100% honest with you, I would not really even worry about a relationship right now. When the right time is, which I do see you will be in one, but it will be coming as fast as you allow it to. Does that make sense? So I really want you to put some of this energy that you've been putting towards relationships and trying to make everything work and stuff like that. I really want you to start putting this energy back into you. Because I promise you, once you raise your vibrational level up, you're going to have all different kinds of options. And mark my words, you will one day Jordan who. You will get to that point where it just won't even matter. Okay?
Katie, my love. I'm picking up that since this breakup, you're feeling lonely. And you've turned this loneliness into a despair. And it doesn't have to be that. It's causing you to feel like you're not enough, but you are enough. But you're just stuck in this Jordan rut. I'm going to call it a Jordan rut. You need to start finding some enjoyment. The things that you use. I saw you made a comment in there that you thought you found yourself and then you met Jordan. Sweetie, you need to keep yourself, even when you're in a relationship. You don't allow the other person to suck who you are out of you. You're going to have hardships in the beginning until you start healing from this. And I think there's some other relationships that you need to heal from as well. So you need to do that shadow work to get rid of this extra baggage that you have going on, sweetie. You need to pull out the ambition to do that. You need to empower yourself so you can do that. And above all, have compassion for yourself. Whenever you start thinking about him, sweetie, just turn on some music, journal. Just do something positive for Katie to get that ick out of your head, because that ick is going to be dragging you down. And do the shadow work. Heal from all of this and realize that you are better than this and you can empower yourself. So I hope that helped, sweetie.
Do you mind if I pop in on that?
Not at all.
So I got like the equal give and take that needs to be done in a relationship that you're not getting. And just like Cambo said, you need to take some time to yourself. Like really take some time. And when you do that, you got this King of Cups that'll be coming. But you really got to take some time for yourself. And Katie, if you're open to it, you were saying that you're kind of all in your mind about it. If you're open to it, I'll be happy to do some energy work on you to try to help you with that situation a little bit more, so it's not really bothering you as much as it is. I'll go to the chat so I can see. I'm a energy healer. I don't really call myself a healer. I call myself a conduit. But I am a Reiki master teacher, and I also am a quantum facilitator. So if you like a little bit of assistance with that, just take me about 3 minutes and I can help you. Just let me know in the comments. If not, that's okay too. I don't want to spend on healing forever. What do you mean by that? No, thank you. Okay. You don't want to spend time on healing forever? Is that what you mean? Healing is an everyday process, unfortunately.
It's never a waste of time.
Yeah, it's not.
It's never a waste of time.
The outcome of healing on the other end is there's such beauty in it. Every single breakthrough, there's so much beauty at the other end, and there's so much of a peaceful feeling. Whew, I just kind of took my breath away because feeling that sensation after doing the healing and such, it's quite amazing. And never achieving. Yeah, I think you need to change your wording a little bit because you've got there never achieving.
Katie, you're going to be able to get the relationship you want.
Mm-hmm.
So, give it. As fast as it comes, it's going to be as fast as you decide to heal from this last one. That's what I'm saying. You've got it in the bag. You've got the relationship. It's already planned out that way. But in order for it to come forward, you have to work on you. It'll appear on its own. You don't have to wonder if it's coming. It will be there. So I saw it in there. But it just can't happen until your energy is ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
I can speak from personal experience. Sweetie, if you don't heal and get in touch with yourself, you'll tend to pick the same type of people in your life, and it just doesn't go anywhere.
Absolutely, Karen. You're so right.
And then you're just like, why? Is it me? What did I do wrong? Why is this? Why are they leaving? Why is it? And you shouldn't have all these whys. You shouldn't. Because once you get in connection with yourself, you don't put up with the shenanigans. You see red flags. You understand yourself better. And you can better articulate what you want and how you want it. And work on having something healthy. Where, like Michelle said, it's a give and take. And not just a give, or a take.
And it's really interesting because once you start getting into a new relationship, as Karen was saying, you'll know what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. It's going to be right in your face. You'd be like, nope, been there, done that. Not doing that again.
Yep. You stop looping, my friend. You stop looping. I had enough looping.
Exactly right.
Ugh. My head hurt from bumping my head so much.
What did I read today? Oh, actually, it was the other day. It was about suffering. We'll constantly suffer until we tell ourselves we've had enough. And then we make the choice to no longer suffer.
Right. But some of us don't want to stop suffering. We just want to continue doing it and doing it and doing it. I have friends that are like that I can't be around because the energy is just so dense that it's stifling.
And then they keep complaining about it. And you're like, you could do something about it, right?
Exactly. But they don't want to.
This is the same conversation we had last week.
Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this meditation. I'm excited.
Are you?
I am.
You're welcome, Kitty.
You're welcome.
Well, if you want to sit with this meditation, it'll definitely help relax you. And that's all part of our healing, right? Our self-care.
Mm-hmm.
We need to come first, always. We need to fill our cup, because if our cup isn't filled, we're not going to be able to fill it for others. You reach 23 minutes, let your soul complain about suffering, but we need to point. Let's see what that says. You're right, Linda.
She always has great things.
Mm-hmm. It does. Change brings joy. You're absolutely right. And it's a choice. It's our choice to change. You're either gonna stay the way it is, or you're gonna make the choice to change it. It's just a choice. The best part is we get to choose. We literally get to choose. All right, are we ready? Or did you have another donation?
No, I'm just working on your stuff while you're doing meditation.
Woohoo!
Oh dear.
All right. Just going to ask everybody to get nice and comfy and relaxed. Now, during this meditation, you may feel the temperature around you change. You may feel different things kind of around you. You may or may not. It just depends on everybody's level of sensitivity. So I'll have you sit back in your chair and relax and take a deep breath in. Cambo, is it possible to turn down or off the music?
Oh, sorry. I
No, don't be
can't
sorry.
hear it on my end.
Oh, don't be sorry.
Where am I?
It's lovely. I'm just hearing it in my ear.
There
Okay,
you go.
there we go. All right. Okay. Karen, do you work with the angels?
I try.
You try? Okay. I'm going to call an angel in and be with you right now. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath in and release. Another deep breath in and release. Now on your next deep breath, I want you to imagine a white light just above the top of your head. Take a deep breath in and release. Now this white light is just hovering over the top of your crown. And continue with your breath. And with your next deep breath, I want you to bring this white light through your crown. And with your next deep breath, I want you to bring this light through the crown, through your third eye, just right in the middle of your eyebrows on your forehead. And I want you to bring the light in this area, and I want you to bring it through the third eye. And when it comes through the third eye, it's going to be so bright, it's blinding. Now, as you see this bright light, I want you to illuminate your room with this bright light. The current room that you're in, I want you to cover the walls in this light corner to corner. And as you're finishing this room, I want you to keep the room illuminated while you continue to work on your body. With your next deep breath in, I want you to bring the light to your throat. Now, as this light is at your throat, I want you to think sometimes that you've possibly said things that you would like to take back. Things that you didn't mean to say. And with your next deep breath in, at the exhale, I want you to blow out those words. With your next deep breath in, I want you to bring the light down your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, and to your hands. And I want you to have the light drip off your fingers. And with your next deep breath in, I'll have you bring the white light to where your heart is, to your whole chest area and your lungs. We're going to be focusing on the heart area. Some of you have your hearts locked while you're holding the key. Some of you have it halfway open, and some of you have it wide open. So at this time, if you like to open up the heart a bit more, you have your key. Go ahead and unlock it and bring light to it. Go ahead and open up the heart a little bit more. And go ahead and pour more love through. And with your next deep breath, I want you to bring the light down past your chest and just above your belly button. And I want you to fill that area with the white light. And with your next deep breath in, I want you to bring the white light below your belly button. And I want you to bring it down to the reproductive area. With your next deep breath in, I want you to bring the white light down the legs and to your knees. And I want you to hold the white light at the knees and nourish the knees with this light. We hold a lot of our past life goodies at the knees, so let's hold the light there. Let's bring the white light down with your next deep breath in, past your calves, to your ankles, and to your feet. And allow the white light to drip off your toes. Imagine roots at the bottom of your feet, and we're going to take these roots through the core of the earth to the center of the earth. So imagine them going out the window and into the ground, into the different layers. And once you reach the center of the earth, stay there for a moment and give gratitude for the time that you are here on earth. With your next deep breath in, I want you to come back through the layers of the earth with the roots. And I want you to bring them back to your feet. And with your next deep breath in, I want you to imagine your feet in the grass. You're in a forest. And I want you to look down at your feet. Do they look human? Are you wearing shoes? What do you see? I want you to take these feet and continue to walk forward. And as you walk forward, you see two paths, one to the right and one to the left. I want you to choose one of those paths and walk down it. And I want you to see what you see. So I'm sending you on this journey. And I'll call you back in a few moments. So continue to walk down the path you choose. Before we leave this journey, I want you to think about what your heart desires. And ask the universe for this. I'm going to have you slowly come back into the room. I'm going to have you move your feet, your arms, and you can open your eyes when you're ready.
Big chill. It was good though.
How'd it go for you? Do you want to share what your experience was?
I have a big chill, which is a good chill. When I went to open my heart and I put the key in, I could feel the pain.
Aw.
It was weird. I felt pain. But I stuck with it to open it up.
Fantastic.
And then walking down the path, I saw like trees and brush and things of that nature. Very nice. And then it went into just like a havoc type area. And then as I kept walking, the sun brightened up and it went into a joyful where there was animals and children and just lots of happiness.
Amazing. What animals did you see? I'm curious.
I saw dogs for sure. I saw horses, some sheep. Like it's the kids of all ages just playing.
Amazing.
It was kind of cool. It just went from the darkness into something really serene and full of joy and peace.
Is that at the time where you asked for what your heart desired? Or was that after?
That was before.
Beautiful.
When I asked for what my heart desires, I really don't know what my heart really truly desires. It's just I'm to that point now where it's like, all right, it's up to you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Because I have somewhat of a contentment in my life. So it's kind of cool.
Did anybody else do the meditation? Did you experience anything? I'm just curious how that went for you. So you said you felt more like chills?
Yes, I still do.
Okay.
I feel a chill. It's not a bad one though.
Yeah, just a temperature change.
Yes.
Oops. Pushing too many.
Where'd you go?
I'm pushing too many buttons on my phone. I'm like trying to get so I can see if there's any comments at all. I know there's a delay on Facebook, but
Everybody's quiet.
uh-oh.
Maybe
Wake up. Wake up.
Are you sleeping out there?
Wendy might be.
Oh, there's Ada. Hi, Ada. Yes, Ada, I'm on camera. I'm trying to do this slowly before Cambo drives to Canada and kicks me.
Mm-hmm.
He would do that.
He would.
I really would, just for fun.
I might have to take a donation for that, Cambo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
When
Yolanda said something.
Oh, great. Amazing. You know, Rhonda, it's funny that I tend to be so like independent and rebellious that sometimes people will say, you know, take the right or the left. I'll just go straight down the middle just to see what's there. So I really love that you just laid there on the ground instead of going through the path. Nice.
That sounds like something Rhonda would do. That's my neighbor.
Oh, is that?
Yes. She's awesome.
Yeah, I love that comment. Right up my alley.
She only stays here at the building like 3 months out of the year. The rest of the time she's at her camper.
Nice.
With all the animals. And she comes back to check her mail. And she always has a smile on her face and she's always happy. And it's like, I'm going with you.
Did anyone else have any other experience? Before I head off the live?
You still gotta get your reading.
We can do it later. You can call me later.
Well, I gotta do a reading.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
So we
Let
all
me go back to this. Here we go. Okay, I'm back there. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, Karen.
You want to go first, Cambo, since you've been over there stirring it up?
You were a little old Chinese dude.
I've been everywhere. I've been like a monk.
You've just been everywhere, but this is really, it's not as fantabulous as the Egyptian one, obviously.
Oh, I still have to look into that stuff, yeah.
I tried to get as close as I could, so 147 BC.
So much BC stuff.
I know, I've been pulling that on, but you know how you work really well with energies and stuff now?
Yeah.
You helped somewhat of doing the acupuncture, learning the stuff in the body. Before this, it feels like a lot of this wasn't allowed to be written down because of the whoever. So you just kind of compiled it, and it feels like you were a teacher as well. So you taught people taught students and stuff how to do the acupuncture, how there's something, I don't know, it's like the energy centers, and you did work on chakras as well.
So something interesting to that, Cambo, I'll make it really quick. When I used to work in a clinic, this chiropractor acupuncture guy would come in all the time every Wednesday for his appointment. So before he left one day, he just came, and my desk was out in the open. He just came and sat at my desk, and he says, your boss, which is the doctor, he said you work with energy. I just have to come and tell you this. I don't know why. He says, look up ghosting points. I'm like, ghosting points? He's like, yes, acupuncture ghosting points. I was like, okay.
And now you know why.
And now I know why. So apparently these ghosting points hold emotion, and they're like in these different kind of hidden areas that we would normally not look. So yeah, Now I know why.
Because it's like you had a little shop and like you taught people how to do the acupuncture and that sort of thing. But it feels like one of those, like you'd see in Chinatown where they have all the rows and rows and rows of different herbs and stuff like that. And then take it in the back and do a little. That would drive. I don't know if I could get acupuncture done. I really want to, but I don't know if I could. So
I haven't had it done, which is interesting.
But you used a lot of the energy, like, what is that called? Out of your hands? Ki?
So the energy out of the hands.
Energy.
Yeah, that's where I use a lot of.
Yeah, so it works a lot with that too, but it's like you had to remember stuff that your father told you about this because it was kind of passed down verbally, I guess, because it couldn't be written down. I don't know why. It had something to do with that whole thing. It was very censored. But you did, and that's kind of what you did. And it feels like you also taught like the emperor's pharmacy people, whatever, because you didn't actually do it. You just taught a lot of people. So it's a lot of big teaching for you. That you discovered different new ways of doing it, because I guess there's the suction.
Because
I saw that like
like the cupping, you mean?
Cupping, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It feels like you kind of learned how to do that as well. So yeah, I mean, you're just busy.
Cupping would be interesting. Ooh, I'm gonna look that up.
Should remember 147 BC.
Okay, 147. See, that'll just be another excuse. Sorry, Cambo, I can't go live. I'm in a cupping course.
Cupping course.
Oh, jeez.
Legal?
So I'm picking up.
They do. They've got cupping courses. Oh,
I'm picking up one of the reasons you're wanting to do all of these past life readings is because you're longing for home.
Cambo and I had a discussion about home.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
So you're longing for home, but you're also, there's some boundaries you need to set that you're really not wanting to set because you don't want to let go of the stuff that you need to let go of in order to set these boundaries.
Understandable. Yep.
So you have a lot of inspired visionary ideas that you're trying to put into place, but there's some that you don't think are good enough, but in actuality they really are. So you have to let go of the I don't know if it's good enough and just go out there with it. You're being seen. They're loving it.
Aww.
They're loving it. You're letting yourself be seen. You're showing all your unique talents, gifts, and everything else. And your guides are absolutely loving this. You're taking better care of yourself. They're loving that as well. And you're starting, this card is awesome. You're starting to jump in and you're saying yes to change, which you haven't done in the past. You've always sort of been you don't like change. You just want to go with, you're more of a, how do I put it? I'm trying to think of the word. You're more of a person that has a schedule that you don't fly by the seat of her pants. You're more,
I am.
You like to have a schedule. Yeah. You like things that way. You also got the portal card, so the doors are all open for you. It's like a wild card. You can just do whatever you want.
Woohoo!
You're right there. So you decide what you want to do, and it's going to happen.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thank you two, and thank you so much for allowing me to pop on to do that meditation.
Anytime.
That was lovely. That was lovely. Oops.
We've got to get you on lives more now.
Yes, most
It's
definitely.
like every time I talk to her, I'm like, "Are you going on live yet?" It's the first of the year. Are you going on live yet? First of the year.
There's that schedule. There's a schedule Karen's talking about.
Yep, she likes everything in order.
Well, sometimes, yeah. I'm a Virgo. What?
Ow.
Gotta learn to fly by the seat of your pants once in a while, Michelle.
I know. It gets me in trouble, though. I think that's the issue that gets me in trouble.
Yeah, I've been known to get in trouble
Well,
doing that
judging
too.
from your past lives, I would say that's not a problem.
You'll bounce right back from it.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm gonna love you and leave you both.
Okay.
Love you too.
Thank you for the
Bye.
opportunity and allowing me to pop on. And thank you, whoever participated in the meditation. I hope you enjoyed
Thank
the
you for that.
journey and the energy from that. Yeah, I
It
was
was
doing some
great.
kind of healing as well. There was some things that were going on. So
That was great.
okay. Bye. I love you.
I love you. Bye bye.
Bye.
She's so
All right.
awesome.
She is. I love her. All right. I think it is time.
It is time.
Yes, we've been on for an hour and a half almost.
I have 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Same diff.
Rhonda, I will be texting you in about 5 minutes. That is my prediction. So have your coat on and ready to go.
Oh my.
That's my smoking buddy.
All right, you guys. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Absolutely.
And we'll get this going as soon as I figure out what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you. Love you. Rhonda, I'm still texting you. Bye.